Welcome back to Blind Chess. And we're going to try some more chess. And we'll listen to something here. LFR Jojo, I think he'll like the shout out.
They're here, then we're here.
No.
And then we'll continue here.
Just get.
They're talking about
specifically
prejudice or privilege and stuff, so we'll check that out and see what listen to that in the background and play some chess. Here we go. Trying to build a rating back up to like 1900, 2000, stuff like that. Let's see how it goes.
No, that's not, bro. That's
Okay.
That's not real.
On C4.
C4.
Nah, I'm not gonna let that slide, bro.
Excuse me.
Legislation, there's no
Okay.
hierarchy.
Knight
There's
F6.
nothing that can stop black people being just as
Pawn
successful as
G3.
anybody else in America today.
So,
Do you believe that or
Pawn
not?
G6.
So, I mean, there's nothing officially on the books that says
Bishop
you're
G2.
Unofficial.
So let me finish. So there's nothing on the books that officially says you're black, you can't do this. What we're existing in today
All right.
is after generations of
G7.
systems that excluded
Knight
black people
C3.
specifically from access to economics, from infrastructure, from education. Now we're existing. We're born after generations of that, where people now have access.
I kind of like doing
On
this.
the
I
D6.
probably got to come up with something
So
better
we see in
eventually,
all the
but we'll
statistics, black
just
people
go
have
with that.
access to the lowest numbers of economics. They have the
Pawn
lowest
D3.
education funding. They have the lowest access to venture capitalists. This
Let's
doesn't
get
just
castled
happen out of
up.
nowhere. This
Castle's
happens after
kingside.
generations of literal
Pawn
laws
E4.
that were
He
met.
comes
There was
with
collusion
that.
between private businesses and the government
Pawn
to
D6.
specifically exclude black people from opportunity. We know this in redlining, we know this in gerrymandering, you know this in Jim Crow laws. I mean, we
Knight
just
GE2.
barely got to actual.
Pawn E5.
I mean, we're still fighting over whether or not we have a proper representation in corporate demographics.
Castle's
I mean,
kingside.
we have deep.
Knight
Before he
D7.
goes too deep, I just want to give a little insight on this, on his argument. His argument is that although there's no relative proof that
Pawn H3.
systemic racism or inequality exists today
Huh.
relative to the black community, there are generations of proof that we were systemically
Knight
discriminated
E8.
against. That's his argument. That's
King
what he's
H2.
arguing. And he used examples such
Let's
as
just get that
Pawn
F5 in
F5.
there. I'm not really too familiar
Redlining,
with this yet type
financial
of
inequalities,
situation
lack of
here.
resources in the black community, and stuff like that. Here's what I was
Pawn
saying.
F4.
His argument that says just because generations of racism happened, that argument is undefeated. And the reason why it's undefeated is because you can always use it. It can be the year 3000,
Super
and you can
confused
say, well, there
here.
were generations where black
Let's
people
see.
persecuted against. Meaning that this argument never dies because it transcends time, it transcends progress, it transcends exponential growth.
Huh.
It transcends any type of
Maybe something like that,
push
but not
forward that
really.
America has made since what he's saying.
We could
since
put
slavery,
this guy
since Jim Crow.
here
It
and
transcends
then
that.
maybe that guy
Because
there
those
and
time
try to
periods will
make
always exist.
something
It doesn't
like
matter
that
what the
happen,
government
but then we
does to
got
help
this
black people.
pawn
It doesn't
kind
matter how
of
many black
floating.
millionaires come to existence. It doesn't happen what. It doesn't matter how much equity black people get or minorities get. It doesn't matter.
I don't know what to do.
Because with this argument, it's like the golden egg. You can
Better
always
figure it out quick.
use it no matter what.
Let's just go.
The reason I don't agree with him is because even the examples he brought up.
Well, we better not do that. We better do that.
F6.
Give this
And you know
guy some
Democratic
coverage
states
here
also gerrymander.
after he,
Maryland
you know,
is
because he can
notorious for
open it up like
Democratic
this.
But you don't know that. You don't know that benefits black people. You don't know that schools, even to this day, even though the Supreme Court ruled against it, they still give you preferential treatment if you're a black student. They may not admit it, but they still do that. But you don't talk about that because it doesn't help your narrative. My whole point about this video is not to pick a side. It's just to be fair. It's just to be fair. Black people are able to do exactly what other races are
Bishop
able to do
E3.
because
It should be
because
E3.
America allows it. America does not discriminate on race. And it's funny that people keep saying that because they also complain on one end that America is rigorously capitalistic, meaning that we focus on a super high capitalism that rules the world. But you do know a fundamental aspect of capitalism is that it doesn't care what color you are. The only color capitalism cares about is green. So how could you on one hand say that, but on the other hand say, yeah, we care about capitalism, but we also care about your race to the same level, that we're both are fighting hand in hand? Nonetheless, let's continue. I hope you guys enjoyed this video.
EI and all this, but still look at corporate demographics. It's still white men.
I don't have a lot of great moves here.
Ability? No.
Yeah,
it's
no,
because
I think
let me finish.
Okay.
It's because of generations of access that were excluded from a certain community and given to a certain
Okay,
community.
so
now,
right
let
now.
me finish.
No.
So now
don't
we
like
see
that
2025. Look
You
at
gotta
this.
get to your
Look
point.
at the statistics. Do you think it's a
Well,
coincidence?
let's just go
that the
for it.
communities
Knight
that were
C7.
systematically
Probably gonna have to
excluded
do
from these
this.
things-
I'm
Again,
seeing this.
exclusion from private businesses and governments for generations, hundreds of years. We're what, 50, 60 years out of this now. Do you think it's a coincidence that these communities have poor outcomes versus these communities that were given this access?
All right, look, there's no need to even insinuate that there's coincidence at all, because there's actionable
Queen D2.
things that you can see that cause communities to fail. And we know
Such
that a
as
lot of it,
gerrymandering and
you
redlining.
Bishop
gerrymandering
E6.
and all of that stuff. You could say, what about the two-parent homes? We had more success.
Yeah, let's-
Black people had more growth and success after slavery at an accelerated rate that at this point we would have been growing faster than white people. But
Pawn
at
captures
some
E5.
point, we bought
I
into
think
the
I'm okay here.
of
Pawn
not
captures
pulling ourselves
E5.
up by our bootstraps, not marrying the women that we have children with, not exploring economic success and having a community of growth
Pawn captures
and
F5.
money circulation, and we divvied all that away. And I believe the civil rights movement, and now we're in a desolate place, still hoping and praying that politicians are going to rescue us, and they never will. Black people today,
Pawn captures
if you
F5.
go and get an education, you will be successful. I went to a school that was Dunbar High School. You can look it up on your phone. Dunbar High School and Stop 6 right in the hood. How am I successful?
Pawn
Because I got
D4.
an education.
Okay.
People
Well,
from
that
that
hangs
school that
this
did not
pawn.
do well
Might as well
were people
take
that
it
did not
because,
pursue their
well,
education.
this isn't
Now, whether they
defended,
mama
but
and them helped them, that ain't got nothing to do with me, ain't got nothing to do with white people or nobody else. Unfortunately, they were in an environment like that. But that's a choice by individuals. That's not a system in place.
So I mean,
And you
so,
say
but I see something
Bishop
here
captures
where
C4.
I'm
oh,
trying to
that's got
find
a
an example
defender.
of how these communities are failing.
He's gonna
You
take
can
here,
find correlated things.
but then I could play maybe
Households that do
here.
not succeed
Rook
are
captures
households that
F5.
are broken. Do you
Oh,
agree?
yeah.
How are households broken? I don't think there's a system in place to tell you to get on top of Betsy and hit that and then don't take care of your kids. That's not a system in place to do
Huh.
that. A man is making a decision to do that. It's exploited, exacerbated in culture and music by black people that affects black people. And that determines the outcome that we see today. Not Jim Crow, the crack epidemic, all of that stuff is things of the past. And even then, it didn't affect all black people. If you had crack in the community, nobody made you sell that to your brother or your sister.
That's true.
That's a fact.
That's true.
People decided because they wanted quick money.
And I didn't even want to pause it, but I want to talk about this point because this is a big point that I
It's
need to
tough
touch
here.
on. Anybody saying that people sold drugs to feed their family is a fool. They are a liar. They are lying to you straight to your face. Because you have rappers who get online, bust the biggest, shiniest chains you've ever seen in your life. And if I'm lying, I'm flying. Diamond brick earrings,
I don't
bust
know what to
down
do
watches,
here.
the newest shoes, whatever the newest shoe is, they'll go online saying, yeah, I had to sell that at work to feed my family. No, you didn't. You sold it to flex. You sold it to flex. On the same people you're selling drugs to, you want to flex. That's why people sell drugs. Because you can get a job to feed your family. You'll probably make more consistent money. But they do these illegal things to flex. They don't do it to feed their families. That's a lie.
They want quick success. They want to ball. They want to do all this stuff so they begin
Let's
to
do this.
degrade their own
Bishop
people
captures E2.
in order to get temporary wealth and success. That damaged the black community. Violence, gang membership. That's the difference. That's one of the big differences between poor blacks and poor whites is you have a level
Knight
of
captures E2.
violence in the inner city communities that don't exist in other places. This is cultural dynamics that we are afraid to address because we rather say it's the white man's fault. It's some system that happened 70 years, 80 years ago, slavery a couple hundred years ago. We go down a list of those things and not addressing the real issues. I grew up in a black community. White people weren't the problem. White people historically wasn't the problem. That community used to be a very successful black community in
Pawn
Stop
captures
6,
D4.
Fort Worth, Texas. Very successful. Doctors, lawyers. Then what happened? the degeneracy of a generation of blacks begin to destroy
Do
the
you
community.
really think that's what happened, man? Do you really think?
I think that has a lot more to do with it
really
than
think
Jim Crow and
people
all
were
of that
like
stuff.
going wild and they were like, let's just be fucked up and fuck this all up? Like, do
Yeah.
you really think that?
I
that's
think they
what
got
happened?
tricked into
You
it.
don't
They got
think
tricked
that,
into it.
You don't think that there was a system?
No. I think
that
they got tricked into
specifically
it.
That deindustrialized their centers.
Queen captures
that,
D4.
That tax theft. That they took the taxes from them and gave them to wealthier neighborhoods. Like, this is how it happened.
No.
But,
I think
Knight
that,
C5.
I want to go back to what
No,
you were
I
saying
think that-
before,
I think
'cause
that-
I got 2 points. Wait.
Okay.
So the first thing. So I just want to say first off, I agree that culture absolutely determines outcomes, and I think that a fucked up culture is going to generate fucked up outcomes. So I'm not here to say that there isn't an issue with
I agree.
culture in our
Bishop
community. I mean,
captures
this is,
D5
this is
check.
a conversation between you and I as black people, right?
Right.
Like, we get it.
We agree on
We
that.
understand that there is some things that happen.
Knight
in our community.
captures
Absolutely.
D5.
I think it's both though. You can't divorce the systemic inequality that
Rook
has
captures
been perpetuated
F8
on
check.
the black community from the outcomes.
Queen
You
captures
can't-
F8.
I
you can't-
agree.
You can't divorce
I agree.
single-parent households from the war on drugs, which specifically targeted black
But
communities with harsher sentences.
I disagree.
We know this for a fact.
No,
we
no,
know that
I
black communities were targeted more than white
I know,
communities were
I
targeted.
disagree.
We know that the administration that started the war on drugs did this. We know this from their advisors.
Queen
We know this
G4.
from the people who
Queen
wrote the plans. They
G4.
said we wrote these plans to purposely
captures E3.
impact negatively the black
Queen
community.
E6
But you know what's crazy, bro? You know what's crazy? If you wasn't selling drugs, this is the craziest day ever, y'all. It's the
Queen
craziest day ever.
F7. Queen
Keep this
captures
between
E3. Rook E8.
If you wasn't a drug dealer, if you wasn't selling crack and cooking crack in your mom's kitchen, you wouldn't have gone to jail. Oh my God. You wouldn't have gone to jail. If you weren't
Queen
selling
D2.
crack during the war on
Queen
drugs,
F2 check.
you wouldn't have gone to prison. That's the craziest thing ever.
King H1.
Here we are defending drug dealers. The war on drugs.
Rook
Defending drug
captures
dealers.
E2.
Intentionally.
Let me.
So we know for a fact that this didn't just happen out of a vacuum. Again, like your neighborhood, people didn't just wake up one day and say, let's fuck
Queen
all this
D8
up. No,
check.
No. What happened is we bought into a
Queen
system,
F8.
right? And this is what I think Malcolm X was trying to say way back in Martin Luther King's day. Martin Luther King, in my personal opinion, was a pawn that was used to
Queen
destroy the black
captures
community.
F8 check.
Because we did
King
not
captures
continue
F8.
our success and
Pawn
develop
B3.
economic growth within our own ecosystem. We destroyed
Bishop
that
D4.
ecosystem to go join an ecosystem that we weren't invited to.
Rook D1.
And that hurt us
Pawn
tremendously.
C5.
Because you can see the growth and success of black people in the 30s and 40s, and then
Pawn
50,
B4.
60, 70. You can see the way they voted.
Pawn
Black people
B6.
voted for Republicans. Black people were
Pawn
conservative
A3.
Republicans. The first politicians, black politicians, were all Republicans.
Rook
Yeah.
E3.
Yeah,
Pawn
but
capture C5.
But then what happened to Republicans though? Like then they
Do some research. Go study
Pawn
something. The
A4.
parties didn't switch. That's the craziest thing
Rook
ever.
captures
Anyway,
G3.
Well, they
So-
didn't
so
switch,
black
they
people-
King
shifted
H2.
over
No,
time.
they
They didn't trade.
Rook
They
places.
didn't
A3.
shift.
They didn't trade places.
I'm
but to
prove-
say the party
Rook
politics
F1
over
check.
time
I'll
is
prove-
historically false.
I'll prove you that oh boy, that it didn't
I
shift.
don't- I'm not saying
So
they
what I'm
traded
saying is,
places.
King
what I'm saying
E7.
is that the way you generate
Rook
wealth,
F4.
I don't
and
know
we
if they
all know this
shifted.
to be true,
That
Rook
is
captures
if you
A4.
have your community pass money within the community, you can look at it today,
Awesome.
and it's historically been this case. When black people
There's
get successful,
that.
where do they move? They move out of the black
Let's
community.
review the
They
game.
don't stay and build a black community. They don't circulate their wealth in the black community. They don't buy from black-owned businesses. These are the things that hurt us economically more so than all these other contributing factors.
Pawn
The contributing
C4.
factors are true.
Knight
Black people were
F6.
alienated. Black people were ostracized.
Pawn
Black people were
G6.
not allowed.
So let's
see
see some
G6.
other options here. C5 is
Knight
an
C3.
option.
But that did not
D6.
black people not supporting black banks.
Knight
Why didn't
C3.
we support our own banks?
Pawn
The Jewish
C6.
people
So
have
this
done
is
it.
alright, but it's
And-
not
and-
the
and
greatest.
This is what
Knight C3.
Kanye, even though he crazy, and he
It's
went off-
alright though.
But this is what Kanye was saying.
This is
Look at the Jewish
viable.
community.
Pawn
Look at
C6.
how
Is
they
anything
exploit
else
each
really?
other. They do
Pawn
But he
business
should
with each other.
pop off
They
with the
make sure that their
E4
community eats. Black
probably.
people, what they did in a
No,
pursuit
I got
to be
D5.
like white people or be with
Castles
white people at a
kingside.
time where white people wanted nothing to do
Pawn
with them.
E4.
They vacated the opportunity
Pawn D6.
to build a community
Knight
and
G
build
E2.
wealth. Look
Pawn
at the
E5.
black people today.
Castles
All these
kingside.
billionaires, where
See
do they
what-
invest their
D7.
money?
What's
It's not in
recommended
the
here?
black-owned
Knight
Pawn
business.
D6, rook E8,
Al
knight
Sharpton wanted to
E8
boycott
is
Target.
floating
Pawn
around there.
H3.
For what? For 24
Not
hours.
that
What did they
great.
do? Nothing. You'll never see Al Sharpton
Castles
say
kingside.
every black
Here,
person
I'm
should get to
Knight
kind of
G2.
okay.
Why wouldn't he do that?
A6.
Because he's not going to send his kids to HBCU.
Pawn E5.
Every black
That's
person put
true.
your money into a black bank and support black-owned
Castles
business.
I don't
Why
know.
does Al Sharpton tell
Knight
people to do that?
BD7.
He definitely had a better
Because he
position.
ain't supporting the
Um,
black-owned businesses. So what I'm saying
Knight
is that
E8.
we have more power
King
to create
H2.
success in the black community than we are being told. The white man had a contributing
Pawn
factor,
F5.
but we have done it
That's
all,
doable.
done
On
a lot of it to
F4.
ourselves, that white people who have a vested interest to hate blacks don't have to do
Knight
anything anymore.
DF6.
I think where you and I would absolutely agree
Bishop
is
E3.
that there needs to be a focus. Black people need to focus on building
Knight
community
C7.
strength. I think that
Queen
integration, there, what it did was
Bishop
it put us
E6.
into spaces where we still didn't have access, where the focus should have been on let's make
Pawn
stronger
captures
black
E5.
communities rather than let's dismantle this, right? Because we see clearly it didn't actually do much except for
Pawn
It hurt
captures
us.
E5.
I believe if integrationists, abolitionists really loved
Pawn
black people,
captures
they would have come
F5.
to shop at their businesses instead of saying no.
Pawn
those guys
captures
come and live in
F5.
my neighborhood,
The-
right?
we're-
So I agree with you on that. However,
Pawn
I
D4.
refuse to ever.
So that's
agree
not a great
that
move
white
by him.
supremacy
And then
hasn't had an
F4 is a
impact
good
on us,
move
and that
here.
Racism and that these systems have not had an
I think we agree. It has had an impact. I do not think that to
So
this day, like
the
today,
engine is saying
that
F4 is
F4
good.
will stop a black person from succeeding in America. Has it had historical impact? Yes.
That's
But
true,
let me
bro.
make this point.
That's
Pawn
true.
I want
captures
everybody to know
F4.
this.
Why rook
I'm
takes?
only
Pawn captures
speaking
F4.
of black people building the community
Rook
and all
takes,
this.
bishop takes, knight takes. They're all
For
good.
black people who believe
I would say
they
most
want
people are
their
going
own
to take
thing.
like
Bro,
this
that's
just to
facts.
Knight
attack
captures
that.
I'm living
F4.
proof, bro. I got on this
But
channel, and I don't
then-
even think I deserve it. I don't really see the appeal.
Then we got all this.
C4.
Alright,
But
so
I
that
have
is a
over
little better.
300,000
If we're going to lose the pawn
I don't know
anyway,
why y'all
might as
subscribe
well
to
lose
me.
it like
I don't
that.
know. But knowing
Instead of
I
like
have
this,
captured
my
which is
life,
not
and
quite
people
as
have
good,
disagreed
but
with
still
my content
good.
Before they have disagreed with like what I say
Rook
and how
captures
I
F5.
do it, and my camera shooting and me pausing too
Bishop
much.
captures E2.
But I've never
That's
had a
not
comment
great.
say
It's
I
better
will
to
subscribe
keep
to your
this.
platform, any of that. People never even
alright.
acknowledge my race in the videos.
Let's just
So it's
see.
just funny how
captures
he
E2.
still believes that
Knight
people
captures
are,
E2.
you know, just hate us
Pawn
because
And then
we're black,
here-
stop us from succeeding. I'm living
Knight
proof that it did
captures
not
E2.
stop me from succeeding on YouTube. And I don't even know why
Pawn
I'm
captures
succeeding.
D4.
I don't know. But I just am.
Queen
It's
Yeah,
never
that's
captures
not
stopped me.
D4.
Even
great.
in this platform, it gave me the
Knight
opportunity to grow
CD5.
something by myself. I started from 0 on this platform
Bishop
by
captures
myself.
D5 check.
I actually started from
Knight
30
captures
subscribers.
D5.
Not good. Now,
But
now
nonetheless,
we're doing better.
I'm living proof. Like,
Rook captures F8
anyone
check.
can succeed in America
Queen
despite
Definitely
your
doing
race
better now.
or color. There are
Queen
circumstances
G4.
if you just grew up in a bad neighborhood or you're poor. I think that's more relevant.
Knight captures
your poorness or
E3.
your family's poorness, but
Queen E6
race
check.
itself.
I don't want that.
Queen F7.
I'm an American. I want all of us
Queen
to work
captures
together.
E3.
That's what I want. So I don't
Rook
care
E8.
that black people don't only
He's getting
use
crushed
black
now.
Queen
banks.
D2.
Because I partner with everybody.
Queen F2
White
check.
people have been a contributing factor of my
King
success
H1.
more so than black people
Wait a
have
minute.
ever thought
Rook
of.
captures E2.
So in my
King
opinion,
H1.
Yeah, I was seeing
I
that
don't-
too. See,
if
Queen
black people wanna
F3.
complain about not having access and not having
After
generational
Queen
wealth
F3,
and
he
all of
comes
these
here,
things
then
that
you
white
get
people do.
this.
The argument for them
Rook
is that
captures
you had the
E2.
opportunity
He's still gonna
to
go
call it
like
out, yet
this.
You don't even support your own people.
I just want to say, man, it's not
Queen
just
D8
complaining.
check.
There's
What about all
actually
this?
instances in which
Bishop
you say
F8.
black people pull yourself up by your bootstraps,
Queen
right? What
G5
does that mean?
check.
That means invest in us, right? So there's actually instances in
Well,
which
no.
there was
That means that we need to
King H8.
Stop
And then
it.
all he's got is that, which
No, we
is
need to
totally
Okay.
bad
We need to
news.
say, instead of me saying I'm black, hey, people.
So
come
could have
shop
done
my
that
black
and just
business,
kept the
or
pressure
I need
up.
black people to support me. It's
Queen
like no, I
G5
want
check.
everybody to
But
support me.
And
instead,
also say that's being
captures
nice.
E2.
No, you need to stop complaining and
go
get to work.
with
You need to
Queen
stop
F3
complaining
check.
so much. I'm gonna be honest.
Simplify.
You're complaining so much. Like
Queen
I'm gonna say
D8
it.
check.
He's not. Officer Tatum's being
Queen
nice
F8.
right now. I'm gonna say
Queen
it.
captures
Stop
F8
and
check.
this is just over here.
King
Y'all
captures
complain
F8.
too much.
So
Pawn
It's too
D3.
much
going back to the
whining
beginning,
all
Bishop
the
D4.
time, whining,
Pawn
just
C4.
nonstop.
Not be able to assimilate. I mean, obviously, we have to be able to build
Knight
allies
F6.
with communities outside of ours. That's just how economics
Pawn
works,
C4.
right? But the idea
E5,
that black people are just complaining,
C5,
we can't. There
and
was a
C6.
business known as the Fearless Fund.
Knight
shared
F6.
this
This
link, I don't know how many
is,
times I've
playable
done
too.
it.
G3.
The Fearless Fund,
Everything's
they were a
playable,
black woman-owned,
as long as it's
venture
not an
capital
Pawn
immediate
G6.
who gave,
blunder or
small business
anything.
grants to specifically black
Bishop
and
G2.
black women-owned
What would I do
businesses, right?
different
So
next
there was
time?
this,
Bishop G7.
there's this conservative organization
Comes
known as
here.
Alliance something, I don't know. He's one of the anti-DEI,
C5.
right? So he sued them using civil rights era law, anti-discrimination law, stating that what they were doing by focusing on specific
Let's
look into this a little bit.
So when we're told, and the judges agreed with him. So when we're told pull yourself up by your bootstraps,
Probably
we see black people
this
doing
is
this, and then they use the
more
federal courts to
likely-
sue those
Knight
bootstraps
F3.
away. So obviously, the goal isn't really
Oh, but then we
for
get
black
that.
people to become
D5.
self-sufficient. It's for them to
Be an
Pawn
American.
C5.
Well,
To be an
Okay, but
American.
black people have a specific history in this
Pawn
country
E3.
that has led
Oh,
to
you
them
get
having
mad.
bad outcomes.
No, but we need to-
we can't approach the table the same as a white person.
All right.
If we're coming from here, we can't both approach the table like
No.
this, bro. Like,
You
we
look,
have to
look.
both
You
be on equal
because
footing.
you
Oops.
In
think.
order for black people
Let's
to
say
be
we go
up
there.
we
Six.
have to pay
Let's say he
specific
goes here.
attention because specific attention was paid
And then we
to
just
the detriment of
hit.
black
But
Pawn D5.
you're saying approaching the table as white people here,
Pawn
black people here.
captures
You're assuming
D5.
white people are here. White people are here.
Look at the statistics.
Knight
white
takes.
people are here.
Knight captures
White
D5.
people are here. There's
Okay,
white
and
people
if they're
that.
here, then we're here.
No,
If they're
no.
Here, then we're here.
What
This
are you
is a
talking
simple
about?
reality.
With you,
Like, what are you
just
talking?
get for you specifically. There are white people
Pawn
that are not
captures
as
D5.
What
successful.
about this?
Yes, we're not talking
Bishop
about
captures
outliers. We're
D5.
talking
No,
about
not outliers. Not
these are
outliers.
So
there's just this
we're down
whole
a pawn,
narrative
but the
online that white
engine's
people
saying
can't
we're
be
up a
broke.
pawn.
I
So just by castling,
Castles kingside.
what is going on?
that's
There's
crazy.
this whole narrative online that white
And
people
what about
just
this?
don't struggle, that they not that they don't
Bishop
struggle, that they
captures
can't
B7.
struggle. Like they just, it's just
Pawn
impossible
C4.
for white people to just struggle.
Queen B5.
There's a man in my neighborhood.
Bishop
There's
captures
a man in my
B7.
neighborhood, and it's an
Queen
older white
captures
gentleman.
B7.
And
Knight D7.
So now we're
he
down
just
2
rolls around,
pawns,
he has
but
like a Sharpie
the
card, and he
engine
lives out
says
of
this
the
is
Sharpie
a
card.
slight
Older white
slight
male.
advantage for black.
One day I stopped and I just gave him,
Queen
some
D5.
money. Not too
Why?
Just because I
Ooh,
could.
because of Queen
I stopped
C8.
and gave him some money.
I
It
just
made me
guess
think about
'cause
life. It made me think about the privilege that I had growing up. My parents
Development
never made me pay no bills.
and
They've never
structure,
made me do anything.
you know?
I went to college for free. I just
Like
didn't
this
have
guy's
a lot
all
of
blocked
struggle that
in.
even most people had.
This guy-
regardless of race,
I don't know.
regardless of anything. I was in
Doesn't
sports.
seem it seems
they paid
kind of
for all my
weird and
sports.
bad,
They paid for
but
everything. They did this for
Knight
all my
E2.
siblings.
let's see how it develops
And
here.
I am, 23 years old, and
Rook
I'm seeing an
B8.
older white male rolling around a cart. He doesn't complain. He don't say nothing. So the only reason I'm bringing him up is because he's a white man.
Knight
According
C3.
to his logic, though, he shouldn't be struggling right now.
Rook
And it just
D8.
blows my mind because I know I had more privilege than a lot of people. I never said I didn't. I know I did. I probably had way more privilege than him. Don't know anything about him. And
Castles
here I am, a
kingside.
young black boy, young black man, donating to an older white man. That's America.
Queen
That's
A6.
the real America that people don't talk about. There are privileged people in every race, in every community.
So yeah, it's just
And
I guess
we
it's
don't
because of how
acknowledge that.
bad this
It
bishop
just
is.
makes other people feel resentful.
And how
There
good
are
this
struggling
bishop
white people
is.
watching this video right now.
Fair
And
enough.
you saying
So
that they are not struggling. It's just
maybe I'll
gaslighting them.
go
It's
down 2
weird.
pawns and try to.
It's strange.
Normally I'm.
It's strange.
That's why I don't like playing that
No, no,
C5
we are
D5 stuff
individuals.
because I could never really find a way to
In the average
hang
white
on to
family,
the
you're
pawns.
married.
But apparently, if you
Average
just
white
let the
family
pawns
has
go,
a household.
that's fine. So we'll try that next time. Let's
I'm
go
not talking
play
about
another
outliers,
game.
I'm talking about
See what
generic
happens.
principles that can help you be successful. So as a
How's
black
this
man,
guy doing?
Wake up. I don't know wherever demographic you wake up in.
This is almost
how
done.
Do you be successful in
Whoops.
America?
Okay,
You
so
be
let's
successful
get
by
another
doing
game
these
going.
things. That's how anybody will be successful.
We'll listen to some
America
more
is-
goofy stuff
Nothing is a guarantee for
while
white
we
people.
play.
It's that if you want to make the best outcome in your life, no matter what color you are. That's
Pawn
why
E4.
America is. That's why we live
Pawn
in America.
C5.
You live somewhere else, I'll be telling you something different.
Knight
You
F3.
do these things,
Knight
you'll be
C6.
successful.
Okay, so it's not a guarantee for everybody, but it's even less of a guarantee if you're born into a community
Pawn
that has
D4.
been systematically underfunded.
Or-
Knight
and
captures
under-
D4.
and has been systematically
Pawn
deprived.
G6.
Like, that's the
I'd say
entire point.
Pawn
for you, the
C4.
systematic
It's gonna be
thing.
hard
Bishop
for
G7.
everybody.
I will leave the systematic thing out of it. If you're born into a community where your mom and your daddy not together,
Bishop E3.
if your mom and your daddy not
Queen
together,
B6.
if your mom and daddy not together, you grow up
Right.
in a community that's more difficult for you.
Okay, if your mom and dad aren't
This should be
together because
okay,
the
though.
government
And the
specifically
government
targets-
ain't nothing to your mom and daddy.
All right, man.
It's
So
a choice.
So
Yeah, he's tripping right now. He's tripping. He's completely tripping, bro.
If they're not together because your father got caught up in the war on drugs.
Because he was,
then
no,
that
he
should
ain't
be-
caught up in war and drugs. He was selling drugs.
He was selling drugs because he didn't have opportunity.
Well, other
because-
black people have
because he was born into a neighborhood.
So
No.
That's not.
we
bro,
have
that's
this
not-
talking
and
about.
or
That's
this.
That's literally how it
That's
happens.
not.
People
That's
don't just
not
wake up.
realistic.
Like, do you-
If we
that
go
is
like
realistic.
this, he's got
It's not
this.
realistic at all.
We
Why did
got
not
this.
What'd you say?
What about that?
Oh, what community you live in? What community you live in where people sold drugs? Okay, you don't know what you're
But
talking
if
about.
we
So
go-
in the
Wait,
community,
hold on. But where do you live?
If we go
Poor,
this,
is it middle class? Is it right? So people don't sell drugs where he lives because
they
they
do
don't
sell
need to.
drugs.
he's gonna move his queen somewhere.
Okay,
Probably,
but are people being arrested?
No, let's.
Hold on. So are
let's
people
put
let's
being
say
arrested for the
here.
neighborhood?
Then we
He don't
have
know he's not a
this.
cop, So how we know? So
Right.
So people
Let-
are selling drugs here. And they're being
let me explain.
arrested. People are selling
no,
drugs here. And they're not.
let
being
me
arrested.
explain.
And you're saying that this is
No,
equal.
let me explain.
Man, I'm out of here. I gotta get to
thank
class.
you.
We can.
Nah, I'm not gonna let that slide, bro. I'm not gonna let that slide at all, bro. I don't care what nobody say. Nobody sells drugs because they have
Knight
to.
B3.
You never have
There
to
you
sell
go.
drugs.
Queen
You
B4
can
check.
get a job at
Ooh.
McDonald's, bro. You can get a job at McDonald's
quite see
for selling
that.
some drugs if you need some money. That's BS. Nonetheless,
That's
my name's
tough.
LFR Jojo. Please make sure you like. and
Well, then we
subscribe.
could just go here, which is
Bishop
even
D2.
maybe even better for us.
Queen D6.
Let's go here.
Knight C3. Knight F6.
Knight F6. Seems pretty solid. Yeah, that's good.
Bishop E2. Knight D4. Knight captures D4. Queen
I
captures
think
D4.
we can get away with this.
Bishop E3. Queen captures D1 check. Rook captures D1. Pawn D6.
What if I go here? What's he gonna do about that?
Bishop D4. Castles kingside. Pawn
Good.
E5.
That's good.
Bishop E3. Rook D8.
What about this? No, that doesn't work. Let's go to
Pawn
here.
F3. Bishop E6. Knight B5. Knight E8.
Cool. Let's see.
Knight c3. Rook a c8.
Well, that was a waste of time.
Knight d5. Pawn b6.
Okay.
Knight e7 check. King h8. Knight captures c8. Rook captures c8. Pawn b3. Bishop f8.
That's terrible. I gotta do something though. Let's just do that.
Rook d2. Knight c7. Rook fd1. Knight a6. Pawn a3. Knight c5.
Oh, why'd I do that?
Pawn b4.
Oh wait, I could have just whacked him. Cool.
Knight b7. Rook c2. Pawn b5. Pawn c5. Pawn captures c5. Bishop captures c5. Knight captures c5. Bishop captures b5. Pawn a6.
Dude, I lost on time. I'm not supposed to do that. Bum air. Alright. That was terrible. It's just, I have a hard
Pawn
time
e4.
seeing, so it takes me a little
Pawn
longer.
c5. Knight c6. Pawn d4.
Check this move.
Pawn g6.
Bishop e3 is looking good.
Bishop g7. Bishop
Queen
e3.
b6 is...
Bishop g7.
Knight b3 is a good
Bishop
response.
e3. Queen b6. Knight
There's
b3.
that.
Queen b4 check.
Bishop d2.
Bishop d2. Queen d6.
Knight
Knight
c3 is looking
c3.
good. Man, I
Knight
hate losing on
f6.
time. F4.
Bishop E2. Knight D4.
C5, huh?
Knight captures D4.
Not that good. So here's a strong
Knight D4.
tactic.
Pawn C5. Queen E5. Pawn F4.
Yeah. Alright, well, I just need to play a little faster. I thought that was a tough one because I had it going good there, and all I needed to do was play a little quicker. I forgot maybe that I knew I was low on time, but it's hard for me to check the time while I'm playing. Can't see it too well. I gotta get really, really close, and yeah, so it's fun. It makes it a little tougher. How we doing on time here? 35 minutes. We have time for one more. Let's just play another one. So I want to get some avenge me. All right, let's see here. Try to stay on top of the clock here a bit.
Pawn E4.
Whoa.
Pawn G6. Pawn D4. Pawn D6. Pawn C4. Bishop G7. Knight C3. Knight F6. Bishop E2. Castles kingside. Bishop E3. Pawn C6. Pawn H3.
Taking that away. So this guy's playing a very modern, passive kind of style here.
Pawn E5. Pawn D5.
I'll just try to play solid
Pawn
moves
C5.
and just slowly kind of grind it.
Knight F3. Pawn A6. Castles kingside. Knight BD7. Rook B1. Rook B8. Pawn B4.
Do something here.
Pawn captures B4.
That's kind of whack, but that's
Rook
okay.
captures B4. Queen A5. Queen B3.
Oh, I could have played it there. That might have been better. No, maybe not. He's pretty much got to play this. Otherwise, I'm going to slip this in there, force the trade
Rook
in.
E8.
Rook E8. What else do I got going on here? I think my bishop would be better here. I should have played it there in the beginning. What have I got here? That frees
Bishop
up my
D3.
knight.
Knight C5. Bishop captures C5.
Crush that guy.
Queen captures C5.
Queen captures. You can't go to any of these spots. So we go here.
Knight A4. Queen C7.
We sink the knight in there. He's got a knight coming back up this way. Man, here I go again, thinking so long. This is where I need the extra move. I should have played my bishop there at the beginning. I don't know, man. Can we bring this knight into the action? From the back section here?
Knight B6.
We're gonna get a
Knight
no?
H5.
Huh. Okay.
Rook B1. Knight F4. Bishop F1.
Now we have a tactic. Now we have this and this. And if he plays here, we have this. Guarding that and also threatening that. Well, not threatening that.
Rook E7.
He sees it. Huh.
King H2. Queen C5.
Ooh.
Queen E3. Queen captures E3. Pawn captures E3. Knight h5. Knight captures c8. Rook captures c8. Rook captures b7.
Okay, we broke through. That was something.
King f8.
King f8, huh?
Rook captures e7. King captures e7. Rook b7 check. King f8. Knight g5. Pawn h6.
Right?
Knight captures f7. Knight f6. Knight captures d6. Rook d8. Pawn c5. Knight d7. Pawn c6. Knight c5.
Right. Not the greatest. But
Pawn c7. Knight captures b7.
oh shit.
Rook d7. Pawn c8 and promotes to queen check.
Cool. Alright, well we moved faster. More quantity, less quality, but that was good. Let's go over that one and we'll call it a day.
Pawn e4.
Let's see what we got here.
Pawn g6.
So that's
Pawn
all good.
d4. Bishop
Let's see
g7.
what it says right here.
Knight c3.
Bishop e2.
Bishop e2. Knight f6.
Highly recommended.
Bishop e2. Castles kingside. Bishop e3.
This is fine.
Pawn c6. Pawn h3. Pawn e5. Pawn d5. Pawn c5. Knight f3. Pawn c5. Knight f3. Pawn a6. Castles kingside. Knight bd7. Rook b1. Rook b8. Pawn b4.
It's doable. What's better?
Rook b8. Rook b1.
Knight h5. King h8. Rook b8. What? Oh,
Rook b8.
wait. Okay, let's go back to
Knight bd7.
right here. g4. King h2 and a4. Yeah, that's cool.
Rook b1. Pawn b4. Pawn captures b4.
This
Rook
isn't so
captures
bad.
b4.
Queen
A5.
a4 is strong.
Queen b3.
Queen b3 retains the queen though.
Rook e8.
Rook b1.
Bishop d3. Knight c5. Bishop captures c5. Queen captures c5. Knight a4. Queen c7.
Looking good.
Knight b6.
Looking good.
Knight h5. Rook b1.
Setting up.
Knight f4. Bishop f1.
Solid.
Rook e7.
What we got here? Knight takes c8.
King h2. Queen c5. Queen E3.
And he really shouldn't take. It's a pretty big mistake.
Queen captures E3. Knight H5. Rook captures C8. Rook captures B7. King F8. Rook captures E7. King captures E7.
Looking good.
Rook B7 check. King F8.
Not looking good.
Knight G5. Pawn H6. Knight captures F7. Knight F6. Knight captures D6. Rook D8. Pawn C5. Knight D7.
I played
Pawn
good.
C6.
Quality was
Knight
there.
C5. Pawn C7.
And he's got to play
Knight
this.
captures B7. Rook
So
C8.
then D6, yeah.
Pawn D6.
And bishop F6. It's just not looking good for the Gipper here.
Bishop F6.
And then, yeah, bishop takes A6,
Bishop captures A6.
threatening to uncover there. King G7, King G7. It's the best he can do, huh?
King G7.
Probably like knight to C5, yep.
Knight
And then-
C5.
This is not good for him.
Rook G8. Pawn D7. Bishop D8. Pawn C8 and promotes to queen.
Yeah. So there you go. Not bad. So I think I'm 1 2 out of 3 there. That'll do for now, and I will catch you on the next one. Have a nice day.